Hello, this is Mr. Bauer, and this is my poetry project video for The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. I chose this poem because I was first assigned it when I was in 7th grade. That was the very first time I'd ever read it. And I was in an advanced English class, and the very first assignment for the year, we had to actually memorize the entire poem and recite that in the front of the class. And we all thought that was a horribly difficult assignment, and that, oh man, there was no way we were going to be able to do that, even though it was only 4 stanzas long, and really we were just being way overly dramatic about it. Each stanza is only 5 lines long as well. But that was probably the first poem that I was assigned and required to memorize and to actually recite. And it's been assigned probably every single time I've had a teacher teach poetry. We've been required to read The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost and to really study it. And we always talk about choices and the choices we make in life. And it's read all the time at graduations as well, and talking about how your choices are important and life is all about choices and that type of thing. And that it's important to strike out on your own and to make the choices that other people aren't making. Well, that's what I'd always thought the poem was about until I actually got to college and I took an American literature class, and we really started to pull apart this poem. And it really changed my view of this poem entirely, and I realized that I had everything completely wrong about this, that what I thought Robert Frost meant to say was actually completely off base. So, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy, and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I marked the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. For years and years, I thought that this poem was just about making the choices that others weren't making, doing things different, striking out on your own and making your own path. But then I finally actually read those 2 middle paragraphs, and both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. They both lay equally. Both roads are exactly the same to each other. And the other was just as fair and had been walked on just as much as the other. And yet it's all about when he's older, and he's looking back on that, and he's telling the story with a sigh. And he's going to tell other people that, oh, he took the road less traveled by. So maybe this isn't a poem at all about making choices or taking the road that others don't want to go on. But maybe it's more a poem just about how others should perceive you, or how people want others to perceive you. We all want people to think that we've done something different, that we've all done things on our own. But in reality, we're really following the footsteps of others in almost everything that we do. In almost everything, we always have help from others, and we have support from others. And we're never really totally alone, even though our situation might be different from other people. And so I think that's really what Frost was trying to get at with this poem. Although I was wrong in my original assessment for 8 years, for all I know, I could be completely wrong on this one as well.